everybody, Tanisha the Theater here, and I am here today to give you my enough to give you uh, my review of Cyberpunk so far. I've only watched 3 episodes, so don't expect me to give you that much. So, here's what I've analyzed so far. The story takes place in a city that causes a lot of crime with a bunch of advanced technology. Seriously, when I watched this, I was overwhelmed by the advanced technology in here. And I'd be like, this is probably what it's going to be like in the future. And to be honest, if it really will be like that in the future, I'm kind of scared. I'll probably be dead back then, but still. The music is good. Let me tell you. Immediately when I started this, I immediately noticed, man, this music is amazing. And hold a minute, is this music in English? And then I was like, yes, that's full core English. It's not just some English lyrics with Japanese. It's full English. Which made me confused. But then I remembered, some anime do actually have like English lyrics played a lot of times. But what's crazy is even the opening and then has English lyrics. I'm thinking to myself, so if the songs in the background and the opening and the ending have English songs, why didn't this just become just a original English dub with no Japanese adaptation? It just didn't make any sense. It felt like it should have been one of those shows. But I guess Japan won this one. Sorry, America. Any other place that speaks English that could have been able to do this? They use virtual reality devices to teach lessons. And not only that, dude, let me warn you right now. You either better be a teenager or an adult watching this. Because let me tell you, this is not for children. Like, I swear, there is so much stuff in here. I'm not even talking about the guns and violence. There is a bunch of scenes in here that just made me go, yep, this is definitely 18 rated or so. Or at least 16. Because let me tell you, if you're a kid, you definitely don't want to be watching this. Because they just have random scenes that just make you go, yep, this is adult stuff. They can hook technology to their bodies, which I can imagine probably ended very badly many, 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 many times. I haven't gotten to the part where they say the bad effects of it, but they do already show the bad effects of hooking this technology to you. Like if you use it too much. Oh, I learned why it's called Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which is kind of weird. Dude, tell me why in the show they say Edge Runners is another word for Cyberpunk. So what you're telling me is it's called Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk? What? Okay, that's just stupid. Why would they add, that makes no sense. Don't get me wrong, some titles that have the name twice actually are kind of funny. But this makes no sense. What do you mean cyberpunk, cyberpunk? What is that supposed to mean? Do you mean cyberpunk versus cyberpunk? Like cyberpunks that think they're good and think the other cyberpunks are bad? Because that makes way more sense than what the heck they're trying to say. Anyway, in episode 1, here's what happens. I'm going to tell you how happens in episode 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to tell you how I feel so far. Episode 1, somebody shoots the car that David and Gloria is in. If y'all don't know, David is the guy we start with, who is just a teenage boy who is part of, well, was in this, well, doesn't live in the streets, but his home is a part of the streets. That's pretty much. Gloria is the mother that always takes care, the typical mother that always takes care of her child and wants what's best for him to get into a higher education so he doesn't end up being one of those normal street thugs or something, you know. But, David doesn't really care about that, but he doesn't want to upset his mother, so he just deals with the school anyway. Anyway, unfortunately, the no, no, let me just tell you, he does do the normal thing of going to school, but like I said, it's only for his mother, and he doesn't really get into that many fights that often. Well, at least the show hasn't shown that yet. in the first episode anyway. So anyway, unfortunately, since this place is full of crime, some punk just starts shooting the car that Gloria is driving with David in it. The car, the car flips over. The car flips over and on fire. David and Gloria get out, but Gloria, well, she passes out. And David, and then David sees it a few minutes later that the medics are here. But the medics, I swear, I can't believe this. The medics said that's not our patient. What do you mean that's not our patient? You better be joking, my dear friend, because if we are really going to live in a future where the ambulance has to actually pick their patients and not just pick up any patient that looks like they're in distress in the moment of dying, that's pathetic. That is pathetic. I promise you, that would drive me crazy. I bet every episode, if that ever happens, I'm going to be thinking to myself, yo, ambulance, you're supposed to take any person who is injured, not just who you want to take. What do you think this is? Yeah, pick and choose your patients. Because you could. A lot of criminals would have been dead. And that hasn't happened, so we cannot pick and choose. Anyway, since the medics don't help his mother, David takes his mom to this person named Doc. Unfortunately, the surgery was complete, but since they didn't have enough money in their budget, she didn't make it. And I don't know what they did to her to put her in like a tin can kind of thing that David carries around after this episode. I don't know what they did. They don't really explain that. But anyway, yeah, that's where it ends. He goes back home. He goes back home. His mom's down in a can dead, confirmed dead, and now he has to figure out how to be able to do rent and stay in school and all that other stuff. So yeah. Now we transition to episode 2. David gets the military device fused into his body so he can deal with some jerks at school. Fast forward, he goes to class. The device helps him move faster. It's like kind of super speed fast, but not really super fast. It's just fast enough. The chairman, David Stupid, wants to summon David to his office to test something. I have no idea what that test is. It's very ambiguous. They don't really mention it. But, but David is nice. Fast forward again, on the train he meets a pickpocketer named Lucy. He immediately starts working for her. Let me just tell you, that was a dumb decision. I would not immediately have trusted a pickpocketer. I would have been questioning many things. I get it, you're in the streets, you're not supposed to question things, but at the same time, you shouldn't be so stupid as to trust a pickpocketer because if she can steal stuff, I think she's very good at manipulating people. Yeah, so anyway, Lucy's partner tried to attack David after he is knocked out because, well, like I said, there was a few consequences with the technology used with people's bodies. Well, his technology, if he uses it up too much, makes him start coughing up blood, and then he nearly passes out. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, and we really meet David Brent, I guess, companion, old friend of his mother's, I'm guessing. It's probably his old friend of his mother's, named Doc, that says if he uses his new, I guess, exoskeleton technically, too, rec- too recklessly, he could become insane. I'm pretty sure some part of this story we're going to see that. I don't know when, but we are probably going to see that. We're on Everything I Know and Love. I know we are going to see him going crazy. It always happens. So anyway, Lucy asks David what he dreams of because he mentions that he only ever did what his mother thought was best for him. And he's like, well, you must have a dream of your own, which I'm pretty sure was just mainly just a distraction because while he is in this virtual reality where he gets to see the sun, walk on the moon, and play in zero gravity and have a fun ride, Lucy's companions, friends, I don't know what they are. I'm guessing they're friends because they know her, or they could just be people that she knows. Anyway, those people just trying to attack David because he's wearing a device that belongs to one of the men. Now we go to episode 3. Apparently, the chip David had belonged to an edge runner, which is a part of this group. David tells this edge runner about his mother's death, and apparently he knew his mother. So the man sees what David can do, so he lets David have a chance to prove himself. Lucy puts a tracking device on him. The school calls, offers him a scholarship if he apologizes. And she immediately hangs up too and is like, listen, if y'all, if that annoying, if that annoying son of the chairman wants revenge, tell him to bring it on back on me. He doesn't exactly say the last part, but most of the other part he does say. Anyway, the target is maximum. I have no idea how to say it. They don't really say it that well. The boss calls, which nearly messes things up. Lucy tries to take data from the car, but the security system locks her and David inside. So they drive off inside the car. Now, they head to a highway, which is very busy, and there's a side where the cars aren't moving at all because of the lots of traffic. And then the other side, the cars are moving. So he drives very swiftly to the other side where the cars are all moving forward, nearly getting himself killed along Lucy in the car with him. What? I forgot to mention that two bounty hunters are trying to get are trying to you know are trying to get David and Lucy out of the car because they were paid by Maximum to get his car back. And while one of the bounty hunters is trying to chase David, he gets body chopped, his head chopped off. Yeah. Then they make it to the meeting spot. Then the other bounty hunter appears, trying to attack David, who is looking to see if anything or anybody dangerous was around. But Lucy cut off the guy's arm, and Maine appears. If you don't know who Maine is, I forgot to mention that the Edge Runner name is Maine. Anyway, Maine appears shielding David and shoots the guy. David gets to join the Edge Runners and gets paid. So Faraday, I have no idea who this guy is. He might be the boss or the boss's assistant. I think they made it sound like he was the boss's assistant. But anyway, he appears complaining about their work, saying they were completely reckless, and saying next time, nah, he probably is the boss. Because he says next time, don't, don't mess up, don't mess up the mission. And do it exactly how it's supposed to be done. Uh, but anyway, he tried the school still tries to get David to come back, but David shows up at school and then it's over. And sometimes I can tell you, David, I think he's in a place where visual reality artist. He's not alone. And unfortunately, in his class, he's seen as nothing but a street punk. And let me tell you, I find that very annoying because I think he actually could be a very smart. He actually is a very smart guy. He doesn't do that many does decisions, except for trusting Lucy immediately after he just met her. Dude, you live in the streets. Why the heck? Well, kinda. You live in the streets. Why would you immediately trust her? I would not. I am so upset. Why is it in every anime a parent has to die? Now they go like, what? Dad's probably always, what about the dad? And I'm thinking to myself, he's probably already dead. In every anime, I swear, it's either one parent or two parents, or one parent is alive for some amount of episodes and then they get killed, or one parent was alive in the first episode, then they got killed. That's how it always goes. I swear, why can't we ever have both parents in anime? There are rare times where I ever see an anime where both parents are alive and not scumbags. I swear it happens way too many times where both parents could be alive, but guess what? They're just a piece of junk, so you don't care if they're alive. You want them dead. So crazy. Or sometimes the dad or the mother will mysteriously vanish because a secret corporation has been hunting their child and they want to keep the corporation on their eyes instead of on their child's eyes. Like, can we please stop doing that? Anyway, besides that, so far, Edge Runners, Cyberpunk, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, whatever. It's a pretty good show so far. I like it. Oh, by the way, the reason why I'm not showing my face is because I am very lazy right now. I do not feel like showing my face while describing this show, but I will tell you this. I'm going to be watching episode 4, 5, and 6 either today or tomorrow. So you will see my review either today or tomorrow. I don't know. I can't predict it. Because I've been watching like a lot of stuff and juggling that much is sure. Have a good day. Bye.